Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching yet another episode of Lima, Shenanigans of 1977. It's Thursday night, and you know what that means. It's time for the TNA Wrestling Event Center. And now here's the man that always makes an impact here on YouTube, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima, Shenanigans of 1977, March 7, 2024, 10:27 p.m., and the last video for the day, ladies and gentlemen. This is we're going to talk about a little bit of TNA that happened today after Rant and Rave. That we did our episode of Rant and Rave. Now we're doing TNA. But I want to welcome a new subscriber to the channel, JT. That's it's like JT Square or something like that. So JT, welcome to the channel. Got any questions, or you like my video, like my contents? Please feel free to do so in the comments section. All right. So let's talk about TNA Impact. This is the final TNA Impact before Sacrifice tomorrow. Mustafa Ali kicks off TNA Impact as he faces Kevin Knight one-on-one in a non-title matchup, the X Division champ. These two went at it, but the good hands appear at ringside. But then Chris Sabin and Kushida ended up brawling with them, and Ali ended up winning the matchup. They're using the X Division title. But then when the good hands and Ali attack Knight, Alex Shelley ended up showing up, and Alex Shelley's a little upset. We'll get to it. Tasha Steelz addressed the Knockouts three-way dance between her, Xia Brookside, and the defending champ, Jordan Grace. And then, Kevin Knight got injured during the brawl against Good Hands and Ali. And then that's when Alex Shelley was a little upset that Kushida actually threw in the towel. Kushida tried to apologize. And you know what? Forget it. You know what? I'll tell you what. When we get on the same page, we need to get Time Splitters versus Good Hands. And Chris Sabin has no problem with that. Meanwhile, George Iceman, the manager of Ash by Elegance, introduced her to the ring as she went up against Angel Blue, and Ash by Elegance ended up winning that matchup with ease. Now, Steve Maclin addresses Nick Nemeth. He's still been bad-mouthing Nick Nemeth, and he was in a hotel room when it happened, but then all of a sudden his internet went nuts or anything like that, and then come back. It was Nick Nemeth that attacked Steve Maclin, and didn't say a word. So this will be a very interesting situation, to say the least, with Steve Maclin and Nick Nemeth that will be fighting tomorrow at Sacrifice. The Good Hands addresses Motor City Machine Guns and Kushida during that matchup in the Time Splitters. Kushida and Alex Shelley went up against the Good Hands, Jason Hawks and John Schuyler. Time Splitters ended up winning that matchup. Dirty Dango, Oleg Proteus, and Alpha Bravo addressing Josh Alexander. I'm going to say Jason Alexander. Josh Alexander, as Dirty Dango goes one-on-one with him in the main event. Mustafa Ali was upset that Good Hands lost the matchup, so instead he recruited the grizzled young veterans, James Drake and Zach Gibson. So, and the Good Hands are out. GYV is in. And the Time Machine, that will be the team of the Motor City Machine Guns and Kushida, in a six-man tag at Sacrifice. Meanwhile, Danny Luna went one-on-one with Monster Slamovich, as Luna and Jody Threat will be challenging the MK Ultra for the tag team titles. And Danny Luna ended up winning the match over Monster Slamovich, so that gives the momentum for the upstart team of Danny Luna and Jody Threat for those Knockouts tag team titles. Meanwhile, and Alan Angels went one-on-one with PCO, and PCO ended up winning the matchup, and then Khan went after him with a steel chair. Both of them were brawling, and then Angels was like, "Hey, that was cool, high five!" And all of a sudden, Khan decided to attack Angels afterwards, and then he continued his brawl against PCO. Crazy Steve addressing his reign so far as digital champion, and Crazy Steve, well, he plans on keeping that title for a long time, he says, but if anybody else wants to step up with him against him for that championship, I'm sure there'll be a lot of people lined up trying to win to get that title off him. Eric Young addresses the TNA crowd and dresses Moose, and he's telling the entire system that he's put them on notice. Moose comes out and responds to what Young had to say, and Moose says he's planning on walking away to champ. But then all of a sudden, Brian Myers and Eddie Edwards, who have a tag team title shot against ABC, end up attacking Eric Young, and then Moose summoned Alicia Edwards, bringing out a chain, and used the chain on Young until Ace Austin and Chris Bay came to the aid of Eric Young. So that's a huge deal, to say the least. So, and it'll be a heck of a matchup between all participants involved. Then the main event. Josh Alexander went one-on-one with Dirty Dango with Oleg Prudius and Alpha. His ding-dong is hurt. Bravo. These two guys went at it. Heck of a matchup between these two until, after the dive by Josh Alexander, Oleg Prudius tried to get involved and was hoping to distract, Alexander, but the trick did not work. But Josh Alexander ended up winning the match. So there is that. Well, I want to give you my picks and predictions for TNA Sacrifice right here, even though it's a little card. Here's the deal: we have three titles on the. I need five titles on the line. The three titles will be on the line: the world title, the tag team title. Both tag team titles, knockouts and men's, will be on the line. The world title will be on the line, and the X Division title, not the X Division. That was it. And the knockouts title itself will be on the line. Let's go one-on-one matches. We got Nick Nemeth going up against Steve Macklin, and I picked Nemeth to win that matchup. The tag team titles will be on the line as ABC defend those TNA tag titles against the system. That will be the team of Brian Myers and Eddie Edwards, with Alicia Edwards in their corner. And I said Alicia Edwards could make the huge difference, giving the system the victory. Then Josh Alexander is going one-on-one with Hammerstone, and I'm picking the newcomer Hammerstone to even it up at one apiece. I think it's going to be a best of three between these two gentlemen. Meanwhile, in its trios matchup, a six-man tag, shall we say, X-Division champ Mustafa Ali and the Grizzled Young Vets will be teaming up against the team of Time Machine. And I picked Time Machine to be the victorious over Ali and the Grizzled Young Vets. The Knockouts title will be on the line. Jordan Grace defends it against both Zaya Brookside and Tasha Steeles. I picked Grace to retain. Who knows? Is somebody else waiting for Grace? Maybe Sue Young? I don't know. You tell me. Meanwhile, Eric Young and will be challenging Moose for the TNA World Heavyweight title. I picked Moose to retain because I know the system is going to get involved in this matchup. And who knows what allies Eric Young has left. Then PCO goes one-on-one with Khan. I picked PCO over Khan. And the Knockouts tag titles on the line, MK Ultra versus Daniel Luna and Jody Threat. I picked MK Ultra to retain the title over that upstart team of Jody Threat and Danny Luna, for sure. Like I said, I want to. Another WWE Hall of Famer has been inducted, none other than Bull Nakano, the former WWE Women's Champion back in '94 up to '95 when she defeated Alundra Blaze for the championship, and she will be inducted. She's the first female Japanese wrestler to get involved and to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame this year. I'm hoping the Jumping Bomb Angels get next inducted, because I'll tell you what. And this also will prove that also with Bull Nakano's induction into the WWE Hall of Fame, hopefully more Japanese female wrestlers will hopefully work with the WWE. So far we had Asuka, Kairi, and Io. Those are the three worked out so far. Saray, has not, unless she decides to go back. Who knows for sure? People say that Julia may end up from Stardom, may end up going to the WB, but it'll be a while for that to happen. Who knows for sure? And who knows for sure? And this is going to be a whole lot of fun. So that's all the time we have on this show. Episode 1257 of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977 is complete. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Tomorrow, the game of Strategy, Luck, Knowledge, and Daring Bullseye. We got another Bullseye Bonus Island gameplay for you. We also got SmackDown NXT Level Up and AEW Rampage. So that's it. So until the next episode comes rolling around, thank you for tuning in. If you like this video or any other videos you like, please subscribe. Please ring the bell for notifications. I like to get 300 subscribers by the end of the year. That's the ultimate goal right now. And if I reach it halfway, we'll go 400 subscribers or 350. I don't care. Right now, 300 is the goal. I like to go beyond my previous two channels. I think the one channel, I think I've come close. But I want to keep going. I want to exceed my first two channels. So if you subscribe to my first two channels, you can unsubscribe and subscribe to this current channel. That'll be really cool too. So 1257 of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977 is complete. Thank you very much for tuning in. And until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, please take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, doing for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with a Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.